If you don't believe me, or the guy that tweeted that, Pastor Alex, here it is.
W.
Here he is,
Look
jacking
at the
off.
size of his cake.
Oh, look at him. He is jerking off.
Go on, kid.
Thor the Walrus.
Oh,
like
there
that,
it
Will?
is.
Good call on it.
Big hog.
Yeesh, go on, boy.
Big hog.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to episode 1117 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, January 4th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Mark's got Dana White slapping the shit out of his wife. Congress, I think, getting nothing done, right, Mark? Well, you'll tell us, and much more.
Yo, he was just restraining her, bro. He was just restraining her.
Oh, was that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
was just restraining her.
If I didn't say
She
it correctly,
trains.
my bad.
I
just saw the
She
clip.
trains.
I have a couple takes on that. I think you guys will be surprised at why it happened, I think. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe
All
more
sorts
than
of stuff. Updates to
maybe-
some of our favorite people, and then some bad news. Bad news.
yeah.
Tap
some,
outs are my love language.
right. So maybe more than meets the eye with the
Yeah.
video, because the
Yeah.
video was.
Don't
damn
worry, Don't worry, Dana White fans. It's not going to be all Dana White bashing. So hang in there.
Okay. First Andrew
Okay.
Tate, now Dana White. We're in trouble.
Tough.
Right, that's what I'm
video.
saying. I don't want all
Yeah.
the alpha males to leave.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Tough video.
I can
for
see how
Dana.
you could tolerate Dana White. Like, yeah, Dana White's pretty cool. But how do you who loves Dana White?
Oh, I
Who
love. I mean, I think he's
love-
done great things with the UFC, but I
UFC's
think
yeah,
that's
it's
so
about where I'm
awesome.
at on
Though.
it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
That's
but
not
like-
where I'm at. Yeah.
right, but which is pretty impressive. I think
That's a healthy place to be at with Dana White.
right.
Wes has one about a new sexual identity for humans to discuss amongst us on deck.
It's an old trick, but it's getting some official recognition, I think, now. Yeah.
I like where that's headed. Pat's got a story about a real life Doogie Howser in the hole.
A lot of you might be saying, "Oh man, How I Met Your Mother was Neil Patrick Harris's first show," and you'd be wrong, because he was a teen doctor in the late '80s, early '90s. Doogie Howser, MD. Stay tuned for the 3-hole because you're gonna want to hear this one.
Wow.
Love it. Doogie Howser, young doctor. I've got a new segment called You Don't See That Often to close this one out. And also, FYI, Leeds United plays West Ham at 11:45 a.m. Pacific today.
We need it, don't we?
Well, we all
Mhm.
we need, I mean, we're 15th still, I think. Tied
We need all of them,
Newcastle. Yeah, we need a
We need all
result,
of them.
Mark. The lads need a result, as they say.
When
In
they
every
get
British
relegated,
sport.
it becomes more fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best. Especially now that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are trying to get to that. They're trying to get up to that league that we'd get relegated down to. See what I'm saying?
No. They're a couple leagues away from that, but
I think okay.
Oh,
Well, when are we gonna have
Wexham
another
or
bull
whatever.
by the horns segment? Will can I look forward to a bull by the horns this week?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I got to find the stories. It's got to happen organically.
people have
look,
to grab the bull.
What's happening this week? Well, sometimes, Mark. Sometimes you can grab the bull, but if there's not the material,
Well, you need a little
can't
help.
grab
That's what I'm
the
saying.
bull.
Some people have to get out there and grab that bull. It's like soft corner. You can't force it, right?
Exactly. So today, what we've got is, well, you'll see it. There's a little spin on it, but the theme is you don't see that often.
I like it.
I like it. I like it too. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Love to hear
That's
that.
all I've got. I'll do
All
the
right, well-
announcements at the end today.
Do you want to do the news then?
Hmm.
Probably keeping this dog, by the way. Let's do the news.
We know.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
No surprises here.
Let's start with the joke of the day, though. We got a lot of news today. It sounds like it's jam packed. But let's start with the joke of the day. I got two of them for you, and the first one they're both from the Discord. First one comes from Adam T, and he says that his 10-year-old son told him this joke last night, and it goes, "What did one burp say to the other burp?"
One burp to the other burp. Yeah, what
Get
is
ready. Let's be stinkers and go out the other side. Farts.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah.
I like it. That's a classic one. Good humor there from his 10-year-old. And then the
That is
second
good.
one is from a frequent contributor to the jokes of the day, Father Brian, who says, instead of carrying a condom, or instead of a condom, I carry a moist towelette in my wallet because I run into chicken wings more often than sex. Gotta be prepared. But the thing about it is, like, if you
Only
if you
so
get,
much room.
yeah, exactly. The thing about it is, like, you
Well,
gotta
for those types of items.
you got to weigh the consequences too. Yeah, okay, maybe you're gonna run into chicken wings more, but what's worse, sticky fingers or a child by accident, right?
Yeah. If
Right.
you don't have a kid and you're carrying around moist towelettes, then you got some interesting things going on.
But you gotta assess it by the state now. But
Yeah.
then also some of the worst abortion states are the best chicken wing states. You know?
That's true.
Yeah, true.
That's true. All right.
But Wes, when you have a kid, using the moist towelettes is a game changer. For
Oh, it is.
because you didn't know how little you really needed to shower until you started using baby wipes instead.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Man, friend of the show, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm not gonna say his name, but you guys all know him. Was hanging at his pad one time, and he had moved out to LA and was living that lifestyle. And I stayed over, and he was very generous. He's like, "You stay in the bed, I'll sleep on the couch." It's like, man, I don't need to. He's like, "Yeah, please." He's Southern boy, hospitable.
You sleep in my
the morning.
dead cells and jizz.
Exactly. Well, in the morning, I was like, "Sup with the baby wipes, dog."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do you mean?"
I jerk off in that bed, bro. You know what I mean?
Is this a thing? Oh no, it wasn't about that. It was about he was having so much sex. that
Oh,
he
yeah.
just, as a courtesy to his partners.
Yeah, you got to wipe off.
Wow. And you,
I mean,
that's
especially
what
if-
you're sleeping in. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, again, it was the morning. I realized that.
Yeah. Got a lot of him. Speaking of a
Lot of
guy
fluid.
that has a lot of sex, unfortunately, let's do an update on Jeremy Renner. He did have a lot of sex. Hopefully he can in the future. What do we know about it? So I guess there was some information that came in the past day that said, like, he might have been helping a stranded person in a car.
Yeah, that was reported in the local business journal, Reno Gazette.
Right, but I don't know if it
Yeah.
was confirmed or not by the local police. The mayor of Reno said that. She said that he was helping Hillary Sheaf. I don't know how to pronounce her
Hillary
name.
Sheevy, yeah.
She said that he was helping a stranded person and being like a hero, and then like his giant snowplow ran him over when he was trying to get someone out of a car. The police, kind of like the Washoe police, that I don't know if they were like, yeah, we're gonna get out.
Washoe. Don't
Yeah,
get
Washoe.
caught saying Washoe.
Sorry.
Washoe. Trust
Well,
me.
it's spelled like shit.
I did
Maybe
that
they
when
should-
I wanted to. It's
maybe
a
they
big
should put
time
another
Nevada,
W.
Nevada.
Maybe they should
Well-
put another W at the end of
Well,
that. Then
first of all, Native American tribes, so you got to watch out.
maybe
and
those Native
second of all-
Americans should have put another W at the end.
Second of all, a big time hard A situation. Much offense is taken if you say Washoe.
Yeah,
It's
well,
Washoe.
there's no way anything Native American I'm going to pronounce even close. I might as well just go with the opposite of my gut.
They get it wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people get it wrong constantly when they come here, and
They
everybody
just believe the first guy that came up with it. He was an idiot.
Yeah.
Right? He was
Mark,
wrong.
what's the main borough in Manhattan? Oh fuck, I said Manhattan. Damn it.
Oh, you mean in Brooklyn?
And you mean in New York
No,
City?
no. I was gonna say what's the main borough in New York City, and then see how because you were gonna nail Manhattan. That's what I was
Right.
gonna give you.
gotta
a
get me back
gimme.
on track. Brooklyn.
No, but that's not a Native American word.
Oh, Manhattan's Native American.
Mhm.
Tallahassee.
What's
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
What's
Boom.
capital of Wisconsin?
Oh, what? Madison? Is it Madison?
Yeah, damn, it's not Milwaukee. Fuck.
All right.
I'm
I don't know. It
really
might be.
blowing
Let's move on. We're not going to do geography right now. That's not a thing I'm prepared for. So yeah, apparently, whether he was helping out the person or not, there's been. Is it Madison?
Yeah, it is Madison.
Yeah, you got the correct word right.
Apparently, Jeremy Renner's like the nicest guy in the world. Whether he was helping a stranded person or not, it came out like he's very charitable. He like helps the local government. He helps everyone and all the time. So this is like even more sad, especially if he was helping a stranded like person in a car.
He's got a lot of equipment up in the hills.
Yeah.
You know, he's up on Mount Rose Highway, the road that goes between Reno and Tahoe, like we were talking about the other day. And he's got all that equipment he posts on Instagram where he clears a lot of snow all the time.
And I
So-
think what happened was the other report that came out just right before we recorded, like 15 minutes before, was like because the Washoe people were like, yeah, let's not say exactly that he's helping a stranded. He was definitely plowing him and his neighbor's driveway. So maybe stranded was like his neighbor needed to go get groceries, right? Stranded
Wet
at their
wipes.
home type thing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yes.
so up where he
Right.
lives, I mean, like I'm saying, feet of snow, feet
Right.
of snow. So tons of snow, probably 3-4 feet he's clearing out.
I'm out of wet wipes. Can you help me out, Jeremy?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we really need.
Lend me a couple of wet wipes. So he came out with
Once
this
you have
picture.
them.
Yeah,
We
he
know
came out-
you got him, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We know.
He posted this picture, so he's alive. He's out of surgeries.
Yeah.
We reported like leg injuries yesterday.
Looks like
I think it's-
Roger.
Yeah.
He does
I
look a
think
lot
it's
like
more
our
chest
buddy Roger.
injuries.
Yeah,
I'm sure
chest, Mark.
I'm sure Roger would love to hear that. You look like a you look like
He
Jeremy
does look
Renner
like-
when
he
he's
does
holed
look
up
like
in a
Roger.
hospital.
Well, no. I mean, it looks like when he's healthy, he also looks
Yeah.
like Roger. He's a little bit thicker, Roger, probably. But yeah, no, Mark. I think that those initial reports about the leg may have been just totally fucking wrong because
It's because this thing was so big and it ran him over. It's probably all he's in a full body cast, basically.
not only did the Renner family come out on Monday late and say, "Hey, look, it's his chest," and they kind of corrected a lot of the stories that were going around.
Right.
And they're like, "Hey, look, it's his chest." And then everything that you hear around town here is that they were worried about getting his chest fixed with the surgeries. So
Right.
I think that
What's the
hopefully,
haps around? Are they chatting this up at the coffee shops? What's the Reno response right now? Is it? It
yeah.
must be all
I mean, like
buzz.
people are just talking about like, oh, do you know anybody who lives near him? Do you know anybody who helped out with this?
Is everyone out like in their Hawkeye costumes, like shooting arrows at things?
No, because it's so much snow still on the ground. Everybody's just inside, probably texting most of this
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, I mean, basically like the family came out, said it's the chest, not the leg. The word around town is that
Well,
they were
that's
working
good
on
news
his
if it's
chest,
the
and it looks
chest,
like
not
he's
leg, because he's it looks like he's gonna recover, right? It might
right.
take a
Yeah,
while, but, yeah.
that's what I'm so happy about because
Yeah.
right before we started the show, he posted on Instagram by himself. You could tell he's like, I can't
if it's
type
the
yet.
chest, if it's
Yeah.
the chest, this is a good sign. This picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So hopefully he's going to recover fully, get back out there and make awesome movies. Let's keep the bad news coming as it's been piling in this year. Action sports legend, rally car driver, and YouTube star Ken Block died at 55.
That's so
yesterday
sad.
in a snowmobile accident. Yeah. It's terrible.
Dude, wear a hat. That's
Who?
Yeah.
Kim-
so-
he's like the main guy that does car stunts. Like
And-
you've seen
yeah.
his stuff before.
and he's
He
a
has these
rally
epic-
racer. Yeah.
yeah.
Epic YouTube videos. Yeah.
So he was the Hoonigan and DC Shoes co-founder. He co-founded the very popular. You've seen DC Shoes, they're the skateboarding shoes.
Yeah.
In 1984 when he was just 17. So you've
Oh, wow.
seen his shoes. You may have bought a pair of his shoes. And then his Hoonigan YouTube channel did what Pat said. He started. He transitioned and got into like rally car. And he ended up winning like 5 X Game medals after like just a couple of years in rally car. He picked it up really quick, and his Hoonigan YouTube channel did well over 1 billion views, making it the most popular like motorsports and extreme sports channel by far on YouTube. So he does all the
Like you know how like
drifting
Mr.
and stuff.
Beast
Yeah.
is like evil and like just makes people like clowns dance, but has a huge budget. Ken Block did that, but it was art and it wasn't evil and it was fucking
With
awesome.
cars.
Now we
With
got
cars,
now we got
yes.
the Mr. Beast guys against us too. But yeah, RIP Ken Block.
Well, DC shoes.
Hey,
badass
if you're the
fucking too.
100th
Damn.
person to not drown, you'll get $1 million. Mr. Beast. If you can
Right.
survive 7 years in a haunted house, it's $1 million. Okay, sticking to horrible news and sports.
Did you, Mark? Did you know where that happened?
the
by
snowmobile
chance?
accident? I don't.
Where the snowmobile went? Oh.
Probably in Reno.
I mean, like, because the snow's so bad. I was just wondering, like, was it in the Sierras? Because like, that's
Probably.
nuts.
Could
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll look it up.
Keeping in the horrible news and sports, this one might be death is pretty bad, but this one's pretty bad too. 24-year-old Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest on the field during the NFL Week 17's Monday Night Football matchup with the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals. That was insane. Hamlin made a tackle. Yeah, he made a tackle on Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins, and he took a blow to the chest, and he popped right back up. And after the tackle, then immediately collapsed and required 10 minutes of continuous CPR, and probably the scariest sports moment like
Insane.
in recent memory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about that. I didn't watch it live.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, obviously
did.
they had. Yeah, right.
We're gonna get to
so,
him in a
but
minute.
they had they obviously like events like that. Anything where it's like dangerous, right? You have a health plan, right? You obviously doctors are. There's an ambulance inside the stadium. I wonder if this is going to affect. That's all I kept thinking about. Was like, I hope he's okay. And did they wait too long, like 20 minutes to get him in the ambulance and get him on the road versus trying to at
Well,
what
no,
point
I
do
mean,
you
I think
say-
that they have paramedics right there. The big issue with how they handled it was not calling the game. Like as soon as they realized it was a serious medical issue, they should have called the game, and instead they sent the teams back out to warm up, and then the teams decided not to play.
Dude, it's
They-
the last thing they fucking want to do is call
No,
that game.
they-
It's
they were
it's
all
like it's
crying,
like big
like,
tobacco.
okay.
It's like big business. They like
Well, right,
the
but
NFL
still, it's
calling
just
the game.
But it's fucked
yeah.
up. The guy. It's the reports since.
Oh,
don't
I
think
agree.
are good.
I agree.
They said
Ken
that
Block
his
died
heart-
in Utah, guys. So
his
just Just
Ken
next
Block
door.
died in Utah. Close. They said that his heart absolutely stopped on the field. They were giving him
Yeah.
continuous CPR. They had to cut to 4 commercial breaks in a row. Both teams were huddled up, crying, praying. They had to restore his heartbeat. So an ambulance eventually came on, like you guys said. And there's debate now between whether the NFL decided to cancel the game. It seems more like the teams decided to cancel the game, and there might be some spinning of the NFL being like, "Oh, we love player safety. We totally canceled the game." But they had the teams warm up, and that's when the warm-ups happened, when the coaches and players were like, are you kidding? And they huddled up and they left.
I thought it was fucked up how they when they would go to commercial, they still played the exciting NFL like rap music,
It's like showing collisions.
Yeah, the producer
and the
well,
guys
the
getting
producer,
CPR on the field.
Producer
fucked that
fucked
up.
up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what was
They
it?
have
game
the
wasn't on
sad track,
Fox,
Wes.
right?
They have the sad
Yes.
track. No,
Yeah.
It was
the
Monday Night
producer
Football,
fucked up.
ESPN,
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
Yeah,
They have the
I mean, that's
injury
the
track.
It's the
Fox
best
has the
thing
injury
Fox has
track.
going for it.
Yeah, like
Is
they have
yeah.
the
The robots.
slow-
No, it was like you're getting ready to party.
Those robots
Right.
hitting.
There's
Um,
the fast one that you're supposed to play when you go to break, and then there's the slow one where you always have to play the slow one when you have an injury. So the producer of this live event totally fucked it up, just
I
like
botched it,
Goodell
yeah.
fucked up not calling the game. It was insane how badly handled it was.
Yeah.
Unlike Jeremy Renner, unfortunately, at the time of this recording, there isn't like a new or good update. He did
No.
that night. His vitals were restored Monday night, like to normal, but he was still he wasn't breathing on his own. So like his heart rate and things like oxygen were back to normal, but he's not, or like I guess not oxygen, but he's not breathing. And his family released like a statement saying like, "Thanks for your thoughts and prayers," but there hasn't been an update on like his health. He's still in critical condition, and no one's like, he's doing better.
There's a couple doctors on Twitter that were like, as an ER doc, there's no okay after cardiac arrest and 10 minutes of CPR. Like,
Right.
not that he can't get there, but right now,
Yeah, it's
No.
scary stuff. Very sad and scary stuff. We wish Hamlin a full and speedy recovery. And let's get to some of the opinions, because everyone had one, whether it was the NFL not taking too long to cancel it or whatever. But probably the two largest influencers that had the opinions that were the least well received online were Skip Bayless and Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah.
Skip Bayless tweeted, where's his fucking tweet? Here's Skip's tweet. He's like, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of the game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this
What?
magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so relevant. So ends it okay there, but why was his thoughts immediately on that when the guy's literally like dead
Well,
on the field?
If it's irrelevant, why would you tweet that?
He's saying the
Was he
game
doing it-
exactly. The game seems so irrelevant. He should have just said that. Just the
Right.
games seem so irrelevant.
Well, why would he tweet
I mean,
the
I
first
feel
part if it is so irrelevant?
Because he was in the Final Fantasy finals.
Yeah,
Right.
he
He's in a
was
football-
I feel like it's a
Yeah,
tough-
he was
He
in
was
a
in a
football
fantasy
fantasy,
final.
fantasy
Yeah.
people
finals.
came
was.
down on Bayless. They forget
With his
Twitter
colleagues?
Twitter is a think and tweet. It's like stream of consciousness. Almost.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but
you
this
have a
dude-
thought, put it
This
down.
dude could easily
Someone's dead on
have
the
just
field,
been
Pat.
killed.
Yeah,
Oh, I
someone's dead on
agree.
the
It
field.
was insensitive.
So many athletes, current and former, and also colleagues of the longtime ESPN and current Fox Sports anchor, came out and called him a piece of shit for caring about the schedule while a guy was literally dying. He eventually apologized for the tweet, saying, of course, he cared more about Hamlin than the schedule, and then did his show the next day, which is the Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless show, where they one-on-one scream at each other. And guess who did not show up for the show?
Shannon
Sharp?
Shannon Sharp didn't
Yeah,
do the
because
show.
fuck Skip Bayless. That's some fucked up shit. If you played and you there's a fucking journalist saying that shit, fuck that shit. Good for Shannon. Because that's
Yeah.
some bullshit.
It's not official that he didn't show up because of that, but I mean, read between the lines. Shannon Sharp shows up every other show. Every single athlete was like, "Fuck you, Skip Bayless."
Yeah, fucking nerdy ass Skip Bayless.
And
Fuck.
a lot-
But do you think not to play devil's advocate, but let me devil's advocate.
Let me skip
again.
Bayless this real quick.
Let me skip Bayless this motherfucker. Was he saying like he could have been saying like, but how? They've never done this before. That
He's
you know,
saying
this
dollar.
would be
He's saying dollars.
unprecedented.
It was all about
Right.
the dollars.
How can we
And look-
possibly not play this game?
I
Right.
don't.
Well, he's
like,
saying
You're
how could
telling
the
me
NFL
you're going to
possibly
cancel
Nah,
this
he
game?
was-
This
for the
game?
A lot of
With
people are
this
calling
much
for Skip's
money on
head
the
and he should
line?
be fired. For the record, I don't think he should be fired for a tweet like that. Like it wasn't.
No.
It was a stupid, moronic, insensitive tweet.
He's
but it
just a
wasn't like-
moron.
it wasn't like malicious. Like I hope
He's
he
been
dies,
embarrassed.
you know?
His coworker embarrassed him. It's all good.
It showed his
The
true colors. that
dickheadery
he's
is
a
not
dick.
deleting the tweet.
Right.
You
he
should
didn't do it.
delete the tweet and
He
be like,
didn't do it.
or right on the comment on your own tweet. This was dumb.
And his
He did
apology-
a follow-up tweet when he
But
realized
his
it was wrong.
apology on the Shannon Sharp in his show, he didn't. He did like 3 minutes of how much he is praying for Hamlin and all this stuff, but he didn't mention like, by the way, I'm an idiot. He didn't do any of that stuff.
Well, he never does. He's a classic never apologize guy.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he's a moron. I don't think you need to.
A classic, like, thank you for your patience
I don't
instead
think
of
you need
saying,
to kill
sorry,
the guy
I'm a
for it.
fucking moron. Right.
And then let's get to the Donald Trump dick rider himself and small-headed weirdo influencer Charlie Kirk, who claims that his health failed because he took the vaccine and not a full-speed shot to the chest by a large NFL receiver and his other safety teammate.
Right. Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk has
Makes
never
sense.
watched football before
Yeah.
because if he had, he would know that this is not unprecedented. What's happened well before the vaccines, people have died of injuries
Well-
like this in football games.
Not as much, probably, because Charlie
Yeah.
Kirk said, this is a tragic and all too familiar sight right now. Athletes dropping suddenly. He thinks it's really
Right.
upticked.
So that was part
right.
of
I'm
this.
sure,
This is fun.
Charlie.
I dug into this, right? Because during the pandemic, I think I told you this. Friend of a friend of a friend's wife was talking about this document you cannot see, the one that said that DMX died of the COVID vaccine. It turned out it was Russian disinformation, the entire document. Whoops.
There just
Really
haven't
guessed.
been enough studies for him to have any type
But
of
no,
certainty
Will,
to say
but
stuff
what
like
I'm
this
saying, Will,
about.
is
Exactly.
part of the con was there are athletes dropping dead. This is during height of COVID from the vaccine. That was a big through line.
Well, the
of con.
myocarditis thing, there's a
that
possible
one
linkage,
soccer
but
guy.
there's
Yeah.
not enough studies for him to say something like
Right.
this. That's insane.
And also probably not the right time, for vaccine conspiracy theories people to tweet out when a guy's dying on national TV. Like, we know your opinion on it, Charlie. Thanks. It's not like we thought, well, does Charlie think it's the vaccine? We all probably assumed you thought it was the vaccine. The vaccine kills, you guys are so insufferable. Like, let's say they're even like somewhat right, which I'm pretty sure they aren't, but hypothetically saying, let's say they're right.
yeah.
The I told you so guys, when guys are dropping dead's a pretty crazy headspace to be in. Like, really?
Right.
I told
Well,
you
it's
so.
not going to be. It's also not going to be the "I told you so" guys are thinking that it's some kind of shot that kills everybody it takes. No, it's probably going to be like when the studies come out. There's going to be like these types of people that had this
Which they'll
certain
ignore,
condition
'cause
were more
scientists
susceptible.
Lie to
Whatever.
the study,
You're saying
though.
it's not going to be black and white, Will? This is
Yeah.
what
Right.
this is what Hamlin
Right.
would have wanted. Kirk said.
I kind of want to drop dead suddenly just so I don't have to read or listen to any more Charlie Kirk opinions,
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
take me, myocarditis, you know?
Well, if you're a conservative who still follows Charlie Kirk, because he's one of the horrible ones
He's the
on
worst.
that side.
It's bad.
Like, I mean, you should just like look at this and then think like, do you think that a guy who like brags about somebody else dying on the football field is somebody you really want to emulate?
A Charlie
They
Kirk
want it to
attack
happen.
guy.
It's the worst. The worst part about him is they want it to happen.
Oh,
That's
he
the fucked
wants
up
he
thing.
wants it to happen.
Right,
he
to
wants
prove them
people
right.
to
I told you
die.
so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
told you so.
He's a less smart but equally annoying Ben Shapiro. Kirk is.
Oh,
Like,
Ben
way
Shapiro's-
less smart.
Ben Shapiro's way smarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk's a moron.
I'd love to see them debate because that would be amazing. Shapiro
All right.
would just destroy him.
Fuck it. Let's keep it rolling with some bad sports shit. This is not as bad. We're like through the darkest part of the tunnel and approaching the light at the end of the tunnel. We just have to get through Dana White slapping the shit out of his wife on New Year's Eve. That's
Mhm.
the part of the tunnel we're at. Did you guys see the slap?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said it. That's why I introduced it that way, Mark, because to me it looked pretty bad.
Well,
That
I
wasn't
think
a,
I have it.
that wasn't
Hang
a
on. Keep talking. I'm
thousandth
gonna
time
add it.
slap.
Looked pretty
Not a
natural,
first
right?
timer?
Wes?
Yeah, it looked real
Yeah.
natural.
That's-
Like,
I
you've
have
been there
his,
before.
his motion was good.
Let's watch it. Let's
Yeah,
watch
he
it.
knows
Let's
what
watch
he's
it. Here you go. So she slapped.
Oh,
him.
that's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Where-
just
where he was
reaction.
It's
back
kind
in
of
the
it's
beginning.
kind of like a head push slap, right?
Yeah, he lays
Kinda.
off for a
She
little
goes-
bit.
she pushes
slaps
him,
and then, yeah,
slaps him,
He's
and
just
then he goes,
putting her in
"Pow!"
place a little bit, Pat.
Just right
Yeah.
back.
No,
Yeah.
I mean that is what he's trying to do. Yes, Wes, but but it's not like a wind up. It was kind of like it was a push slap, a head push
Right.
slap.
It was a
right?
slide. Got that
I
big
agree.
paw right on her side.
He made it.
He hit her
sound,
with
I
some.
guarantee it.
He hit her with the meaty part of his fist, but I agree
Yeah.
with you, Pat. It was
It was also in public.
right. That's the thing.
Right.
So that happened in a nightclub in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, on New Year's Eve. Someone was filming him like a little narc bitch, and they got that on tape. And he has since admitted that it was he and his wife, and that he did slap her, and after she slapped him, and that there's no excuse for it except for the excuse that he was really hammered, which he immediately said.
Right. They obviously
DRDC,
fight.
DRDC didn't remember doesn't count. This is
They fight when they're
Right.
drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
These two.
Yeah.
This lady. She hit. You saw the way she hit him. She hits him like that all the time when they're hammered. He
She
hits
was
her back.
asking for it. Yeah.
This happens.
How long until she comes
Their
out with a
love
video
language.
saying
Yeah.
that this was consensual? It was
Right.
consensual.
Well, I think she already came
They
out. And said,
already
like, so
did.
they both came out and said that they've been married for over 30 years, and this is the first time it's ever happened. There's,
Yeah, right.
there's
Oh,
never an
yeah,
excuse.
sure.
Right.
They don't fight
There's
every
never
fucking
that
weekend
didn't
when
look
they
like
get
the
hammered.
first time
Oh,
because they
sure.
didn't freak out afterwards. They were just like, now the fight's over.
Right,
Like
right.
always.
You got yours, I
They're
got
mi-
mine.
Yeah.
Call it.
They're middle school sweethearts.
They are. Look, she, even though she laid her martini fingers all over him first, he said there's no excuse to hit a lady, and he said it's most sad for their 3 kids having to deal with this, which I agree with. Also, look,
Because they watch their parents hit each other constantly. There's
Right.
no way this is an isolated event. This is something that is, like Wes
So-
said, that was muscle memory. It's just,
So there were a few things I took away from it, and one of them was that it seems like that's probably have been happening for a while. The second, another thing I took away from it was I didn't think it was that forceful from either of them.
no.
Not to say that,
they're
not to say that
playful.
it's
right.
okay in any means ever to hit a woman or for a woman to hit a man.
Unless it's inside the octagon.
Right, exactly. But it didn't seem like it was that forceful. I think they probably both hit each other harder than that in the past.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I noticed was that I don't know, maybe he's trying to pull the wool over our eyes as the best promoter in the history of the world. Maybe you could put Don King in there, but Dana White is absolutely the best promoter, I think, in our lifetimes. And what's coming out in a week?
Statistically.
Dana
hard to say.
White's brand new Power Slap League on TBS, which is a slap fighting league.
Oh,
You think
shit.
maybe the two of
Shit,
them?
Mark.
You think maybe the two of them nipped each other in the face on purpose on camera to have the biggest slap story of all time
What a
come
genius.
out right before Slap League comes
What a
out?
genius. This is amazing.
I don't know.
Well, then
That's
maybe it
big
was all
thinking,
planned.
Mark.
Maybe they
That's
don't
big brain
hit each other.
thinking.
It is, and
Put
I know
it
I'm right,
together.
and I
I
know
think
I'm
she
right.
had
amazing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Come on.
Dana
We're all
White.
tuning in on January 11th.
Dana White, I take it all
Fighting
back.
is the worst, though. It's so stupid.
Come on.
Do you feel like
Are
the
you
knockouts are
serious?
fake?
No,
I
don't think so.
would
I'm
like to
gonna
watch it.
I'm
I would
gonna
like to watch it. Also, now that Dana White duped me like this, because I thought he would just like smack the shit
No,
out of her
that's
for
that's
sure.
a promotion.
And
bro.
that's now you described it. No, it's definitely a promotion.
Yeah.
I love it.
yeah,
Now,
it's awesome.
now I gotta watch it.
We got to tune in. Quick Idaho murder suspect update. Apparently, he has spent the majority of his time in jail this week taunting prison guards and exposing himself to a female inmate.
Yeah.
He's been pulling his dick out. He said, I've cut them, I'll cut you, look at my dick. This doesn't exactly sound like the antics of an innocent person. Maybe an insane person, which was innocent from those crimes, which is what his lawyers are probably going for, or certainly, like I wouldn't say a sane, innocent person that did not commit those crimes would be taunting the police and exposing himself committing crimes in prison.
No.
That doesn't make any sense, right?
No.
So he's
It also
Is it
doesn't make any
tactic,
sense.
though?
to
No.
go for insanity. Yeah.
To go for insanity, but it also doesn't make any sense. A person who literally didn't do it, made it all the way back across the country to his home in Pennsylvania. He would fight extradition back to Idaho if he was truly innocent. Instead, he's just not fighting extradition.
All the
and showing
signs are
his
pointing
dick to-
towards he did it, and
to
he's
people.
and he's probably insane, and he did it. It's both. Yeah.
Right.
Right. But let's say he didn't do it.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay.
You,
Sure.
You'd still maybe act crazy in jail to not get fucked with.
Yeah, but wouldn't you fight the extradition
He's in
extradition
jail
back to
by
not your
himself.
home place?
No, but
Like,
you,
if he
it makes him
didn't
look
do it-
cooperative if he didn't do it. Like, hey, I didn't do it. I'll whatever you want to do. I'm
There
not
you
going to
go,
fight you on
Wes.
anything.
There you go. Agree.
Yeah, but you would get tried in your own. He waived his
You gotta
right
pull
to an
your dick
extradition
out if you're-
trial.
If you're innocent, you're innocent.
Look, I just want this to be
Okay.
over with, and I
Just
want to
doesn't
get. I
make
want the
any sense.
justice system to do its thing as quickly
Then
as possible.
put me in
I
jail and
agree.
I'll show my dick to people.
I agree with you, Pat. All right, real quick.
Well, I'm
before
in jail. Someone's got to see my dick.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
just trying to push it through. Real quick before the top story, I obtained some audio, official audio from the Taliban. They released it on Al Jazeera or whatever they do. Remember yesterday we reported that the Taliban is very concerned for the well-being of top G Andrew Tate, who is still in jail
Yes.
in Romania.
Mhm.
They want him out.
Mhm.
And they want him speaking his truth and how stupid feminism is, like yesterday. Well, a lot of Tate dick riders have been claiming that is fake news. So now that I have obtained the official Taliban audio statement, I'd like to play it.
Oh wow.
Please.
Hello? Is this thing on? I never know when it's rolling. Yes, the red dot, praise be to Allah. Hear my words, Romania and Westerners. We want the top G, Andrew Tate, released immediately, or else it will be a top G hard on all of you. Free the top
Whoa.
G and let him speak his truths and drive his cars and smoke his cigars while you girly men cry. If he is not released today, it will be a fatwa on all of Romania. And all women. What? And all women. All right. And all of women. And all these soy boys. And all these soy boys. Now we shoot the guns. Ooh,
They did it. They did it
harrowing
from the
stuff.
swan
Wow.
boats.
Harrowing stuff.
Oof. Don't want to top jihad.
No, you don't want
No,
to top
you
jihad.
don't.
That takes
You don't want to.
The cream of the crop!
You don't want to top jihad. Today's top story is the 118th Congress was sworn in, baby. Huge day for the nerds that got sworn in. They were quoting Biggie, right? They were quoting Biggie.
Were they even sworn in?
Oh.
Because
Hakeem's
this
leadership style is quite simple. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
Yeah, it's Aguilar. They cheered for him for saying that for
minute or
about
two.
25 seconds.
Yeah.
And also, wasn't Biggie potentially killed by the feds? Right?
Yeah. Aguilar's
So,
like, it's pretty simple. My platform will be the 10 crack commandments. Like, what is he talking about? Like,
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense with the Biggie. No, he was presenting Hakeem Jeffries, who was the Democrat candidate
taking
to be
over.
the Speaker of the House. And then they tried to get McCarthy in as the Republican Speaker of the House, but Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz basically and 20 of their cronies blocked it.
you're talking about McCarthy?
Right. McCarthy couldn't get it because everybody kept voting for. First, they voted for this guy Biggs. I don't know where he's from, Arizona maybe, and then everybody started voting for Jim Jordan,
Right.
and Matt Gaetz nominated Jordan on the second go through.
He'll
So
wrestle you to the ground.
yeah, Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz are just butt brothers, and they just basically now they controlled 10% of the Republicans in the House, 20 people, but so 21, including Jordan. And all of them voted against McCarthy every single
And
vote.
everyone thought McCarthy was going to get it. He was definitely the front runner. He went 0 for 4 on ballots. He lost after
Right.
the first one. That was already like a record thing for the past 100 years. Someone had gotten the majority after the first ballot rate every time in the past 100 years or something like that.
Yeah, first time that anybody, because normally, Mark, what happens is the
Yeah.
parties are like, okay,
They're
we know who's
aligned.
going to be. We
Yeah.
don't want to go in and look like idiots on our
Right.
first day.
Right.
We don't want to just go in and purposely look like fucking buffoons all day.
Right.
So let's
Don't
just
wanna
know
pull
who we're going to vote
Santos.
for. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, Santos was even voting for McCarthy. He got the memo. But Jim Jordan was the one who all of these 20 led by Matt Gaetz, and I'm sure Jim Jordan is part of it because they're best friends, basically held all of Congress hostage because the Dems kept voting for Hakeem Jeffries. The vast majority, 90% of Republicans kept voting for McCarthy. And then these other ones just kept voting for Jordan, even though they don't have the votes to get Jordan in. They're just blocking naming
Right.
a speaker.
So
Yeah.
4
The
ballots.
gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper,
exactly.
exactly. 4 ballots. No one gets in, and they adjourn with no speaker.
Right.
It was,
Which
it
I
was-
would say, Mark, to me, Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz definitely win Libs of the Year so far, 2023, because they are doing an amazing job making the Republicans look just completely inept and unable to do their jobs. So,
Well, don't worry. The Democrats,
Yeah.
they'll come and do some ineptitudes.
N-
oh no,
neither-
everybody,
Neither party
everybody.
gets too
You just
far
wait.
ahead. Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
You
course,
just
but what I'm
wait.
saying,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, how could you come in on your first day of work and just ruin your own team's
Well,
whole
it's
thing?
like
Because they're
Gates,
fucking
it's like Gates
politicians
said,
playing.
Will,
They're
how,
idiots.
how can you drain the swamp when you have the biggest alligator running the show, right? That's what he said about McCarthy. But it was a long day with the 4 votes, to the point where it did not impress George Santos on his first day, as you can see here. He is not. He's tired.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
yawning. He is
Yawning.
yawning. And then it looks like over here, his Jewish son maybe mimics him.
Yeah, he yawns right after him.
Potentially his Jewish kid, George
And he
Santos
picks
or
his
whoever that
nose.
is.
He starts picking his nose.
Yeah,
He's-
George Santos not
Santos is
impressed
the
with
best.
Congress. And you know what? And I get it, because this is the House of Representatives is clearly just a minor stepping stone to Santos's soon-to-be meteoric rise to president, I'd say, in the next 6 years or so.
Emperor of the world,
yeah,
really.
exactly. So, anyways, that's today's cup of coffee in the big time. That's
Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. I did kind of a deep dive today, guys. Let's check and see how 2023 is starting off on Twitter. And thanks to Josh Stevens for turning me on to this one. In today's world, people can identify sexually in more ways than, I knew possible, quite frankly. And today, I found a new one that I want to discuss. And remember, we here at Hard Factor, we don't kink shame, right? We support all people, want everyone to be happy and their true selves, as long as it doesn't harm anyone or anything else. Get as freaky as you want, right?
Suck what you want to suck.
Suck
That's
where
right.
you want to suck, right?
wet wipe squad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Buy
And I
them in
got-
bulk.
I That's right. And I got to be honest, I'm not
really
sure this
want to.
woman I'm going to present to you falls under the is hurting something else or falls under is giving dogs their best lives possible. Meet a naughty princess. Here she is. There's her profile picture. Here's a nice picture of her. She looks like a sweet girl, right?
Attractive,
Her
cute.
profile says she's 21 and she's Trans-Canine. I try to respond to messages. Art of Zoo. By the way, do not Google Art of Zoo, whatever you do. It will take you to a dark place on the internet.
Well, now I'm
I'm
gonna
about to
Google
do it. Yeah, exactly. You idiot. You never
well.
do it.
No. I mean,
Don't
it's
do
a
it.
porn of some type. But anyways, Wes,
Well,
move
Pat will
on.
find out. Anyway, so
Extreme porn.
Yeah, of course.
It's-
We didn't get that by the name Art of Zoo. Come on,
Art of
come on.
Zoo. What do they have
Heat
at
up.
zoo? Animals?
You know what's
Oh,
happening.
no,
Art
No,
of
not
Zoo.
clicking on that.
Yeah, Pat.
Oh,
What'd
Well,
you
they're
find out, Pat?
recreating scenes.
That's
What'd
in
you
the
find out,
That's in
Pat?
the search history now.
Yeah.
I'm not clicking anything because I'm confused because I'm
I
pretty
didn't
good
click
at
on anything either.
I'm pretty good at
Yeah.
from just the site description knowing whether or not the link is legal or not, and none of these look legal.
No. They're
It
none of
says
them are
the
legal.
description is extreme porn, so I did not click on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
hey, Redbubble, Art of Zoo tapestries. We can click on this.
There you go.
Whoa, shit, bestiality tapestries.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, she has sex with animals. Oh no.
Yeah. So
No.
things really escalated for Naughty
That is
Princess
illegal, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Change the
Oh.
Z
Very.
to a P.
in a lot of places. I don't know everywhere, but in a lot of places.
Places.
It's illegal.
So
Sure, right?
so it started off pretty. She's 2023 has been crazy for her. Here's back in November 8th, 2022. She was just
It's 4
politics.
days in.
Yeah. I don't care who wins in our politics as long as the wars stop and gas prices go down. That's a pretty basic, tweet for Twitter. Then she
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah.
people could agree with that, right? Like,
Yeah.
wars suck. Expensive gas sucks.
All right. And then
So
December
far,
she
I don't
says,
see anything wrong. Yeah.
really feeling this dress. Was really feeling this dress. And it's a very conservative dress. She looks very nice. She's
Nice.
cute.
Sundress.
Yeah.
Sundress. Yeah.
When
And then-
she start jerking off dogs?
Well, pretty soon, Pat. And then very, very soon into 2023, always smile. Someone likes you. Someone loves you. And then she had the coming out tweet, which says, I have made a decision to
Whoa.
come out. As we know, humans are complicated and intelligent beings. We weren't always simple. I have been with 6 dogs this past year and only 2 men my entire life. I
No.
am Trans-Canine.
No.
I just want friends and
Put her in jail.
and a crowd that accepts and loves and cherishes me.
Oh,
Who's
and then
gonna accept that?
she's wearing dog stockings and has a bunch of dog dildos covering her vagina.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
very.
Well, now what's a
strange.
dog dildo?
Those right there are
Those.
the alien dildos. They're not human dicks. They're
Yeah. Yeah,
They look
they're
like
pointy. They're
octopus
red rocket
alien.
dildos.
Looks like Cthulhu.
This has to make a guy who's been having difficulty betting a lady want to kill themselves.
pretty upset. Yeah, because dogs are fucking this lady, and she's
Well, one dog in
She's kinda
She's
particular,
attractive.
and it's this dog, which
Oh,
she
Oh, that
posted
dog's
no.
also
Chow.
attractive.
a chow chow, which said, and she says, "Love is love," and then she posted more pictures of her lover, more doggo love, and it's this beautiful chow chow who is just probably the happiest dog in the world.
so
if I'm
that
being
dog
honest.
just pipes its owner,
Yeah, just pipes his owner. Now I was
and
thinking
then
about
5
it.
of its friends do it too.
Right, so I was thinking about it. Now, obviously,
This is the most popular house for the dogs on the block.
oh
You
yeah,
gotta
they're
get
just
over
showing
here,
up.
man. You gotta get...
Yeah,
Oh,
jumping fences.
You said
Oh!
you guys got a ball at your house. That's cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you come over to my house? See
I
what
have
we got.
treats.
You
can
come over
fuck
and
my
we
owner.
we can fuck my owner.
We're
Yeah,
going,
not many-
we're
not
going
many
to the
treats,
chow
but-
chows.
Why don't you guys come on down and fuck my owner?
Oh God.
So
What
then
an
she
offer.
starts getting on other people's doggo
Wait.
posts. And this one says, "My furry pleasure," and it's a beautiful cane corso in a lab.
No.
And then Naughty Fairy says,
Oh,
"Beautiful. I
come
want to
on,
join.
man.
Oh, this is
They
getting-
can run a train on us."
This is getting gross.
Shit.
It is getting gross. Yeah. Now I have a question for you
Is
guys.
it a troll?
These are
'Cause she-
crimes. No, these are crimes. You can't bestiality. is a
Here's
crime.
I don't
why.
know if it's a troll or
Here's
not.
why I don't think it's a troll.
Mhm.
Because the woman is really exposing her face, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's tough to come back from this troll. You know what I mean? Unless she's a performance artist.
Well,
No, Pat. She created a video because she didn't want anyone to take over
Just
her,
to prove it.
just to prove that it was her. She did like a, hey, this is a verification video. I'm real. Here's what it is. I'm a trans-canine. She also wrote this tweet.
You gotta kill it.
Can't see the haters. 3/4 of girls do it. That's why only men are talking shit. There's a reason why we don't fix our dogs. They do it better than you.
Whoa.
She claims that 75% of women have sex with dogs.
I mean, that's a troll.
Wow. No. I think she might
How
just be
long's a
crazy.
dog lasting? You know what I mean? Like, be sure if you get maybe a couple beers in, even. How long is a dog going to last?
I mean, I'm sure there's ways that you can make a
I
dog last
never really
longer.
thought about it. I don't know.
I have no idea. I haven't seen too many
Never
dogs.
watched dogs.
But she's not
Go to
just.
completion.
She's also expanding her horizon. She's not just into dogs.
I'll Google it.
Here she is saying, "I'm excited. Good morning,"
No.
and she's standing in front of an alpaca.
Keep her away from animals.
And then
man.
this guy says, "May God be with that alpaca."
That's a good point.
But I got a question for you guys.
But that alpaca is
Yeah,
about to get its rocks
step
off.
stool.
Normally, listen. Normally, when we're talking about bestiality in the show, it's some guy that sneaks into a barn and he fucks a horse, right? And
This is still
this guy's
fucked. This
raping
is
a
just
horse.
fucked up.
This is different though. This woman is
How
being
is it?
fucked.
She's raping
by-
these animals.
but she's being fucked by the animals, and
Yeah,
I
but
think
Wes,
they might
that doesn't
enjoy
mean you
it.
can't rape somebody. That's not. That's not how it
Wes,
works.
that's like saying that only male teachers are.
No,
are
but I'm
rapists,
saying,
female
but I'm
sex
saying,
teachers
in
are
case with the dogs,
not.
there's no way the dog doesn't enjoy this. Dogs want to lick your face all the time. They love
Okay.
their owners.
Okay,
Don't
but
you think
now
the dog
now-
would want to
but-
fuck its owner?
but Wes, now you've conditioned this
Now-
dog
yeah, now
to
you're doing
anyone
the
that comes
thing
over.
where-
It's going to try to fuck, and then it's going to get put down.
But also,
Because, like,
you're
it's
making
like
it so it's
raping.
impossible for a woman
Yeah.
to commit sexual assault.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying
Dog
for
that
I'm saying
tasted
the
blood.
dog. I'm saying the dog in this case is not. Dogs
see where you're
can't be
coming from,
raped by
Wes.
hot women, is what I'm saying.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because they're
Okay.
they're animalistic,
Disagree.
so they're gonna
Yeah.
enjoy. They're gonna enjoy. I got bad news for you guys.
That's like
And
saying
this-
rape
this-
doesn't exist at all.
No,
But
it's
this
not.
is-
You're,
this
no,
is
no,
a
no.
major-
You're
not
trying
at
to
all.
pin me in a
This is
corner.
a
I'm
major-
saying that
it's-
hot. That,
oh,
that,
it
that
is.
You're
dogs
putting yourself in
enjoy-
a corner, pal.
No,
Don't you?
yeah, you
No,
are.
no. I'm saying a
Wes,
dog.
you're in the pro
a
bestiality
hot
corner
chick-
right now.
You
Let
put
him
yourself
finish.
in the
You're
corner.
Will you
in
shut
the
up, you
corner.
interrupting fucks? A
Let
hot
him
You're
chick-
in the pro
We
bestiality
heard,
corner.
we heard your
currently.
logic.
No. Well, and the logic stands. A hot chick cannot rape.
I think
a
he's
dog.
trolling us. I think
Yeah,
you're
so
trolling
you
us.
like bestiality. That's what you
No,
think.
I don't. I
No,
just think
unless-
the dog really loves it.
No, that's what
No
you
one
just
lasts a
said
long
is
time. This isn't a
bestiality
troll.
is cool.
He thinks this is. He thinks it's
I
okay.
legit think that this dog loves this, and it's not this particular dog is not being raped by the owner. I think they have a. I think he loves.
I think you're trolling.
I don't. I'm not.
I think you're having a good-
Pat's absolutely right.
I got bad news, guys.
This is a pro bestiality PSA.
Yeah.
dogs can mate for up to 45
Basically.
minutes. That's
There
better
you
than
go.
me.
There you
Better
go.
than me.
Listen, I don't want men raping dogs out there, but this. I mean, look, she's attractive. Here's another picture she posted of her. I mean, that dog's having a great time. You think that dog's
signing
running
up
away?
for,
That dog ain't running away.
Signing up for only pause.
That dog, if it got picked up by the pound, would find its way home in a blizzard.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, Wes, this is a new. I'm not joining you on this journey. This is
Yeah.
go for
I'm
it.
sure there'll be plenty of people that agree with you. I'm
So
not
you're saying
one.
the dog hates it? Is what you're saying?
I don't think it's
not making
appropriate.
an
don't think it's
assessment about
appropriate
the
for
dog's
the-
feelings.
Do you think the dog likes it, Will?
Wes, I'm saying it's bestiality, and you say it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying
think it's a crime.
the dog doesn't hate it, is what I'm saying.
Sounds like there are shades
Okay.
of bestiality.
Yeah, there's definitely shades of bestiality.
Okay.
Great band name, by the way.
Would a guy
bestiality.
be able to finger a dog's prostate and
No.
have it
No,
ejaculate?
that's
or is that
against it.
That's against it, even though it enjoys the prostate being milked.
What Wes is saying is you
Only
can
hot
blindfold a
chicks
dog.
that allow the dog to have sex with them
That's right.
vaginally is not bestiality.
That's
The dog
It's still
just wants to
bestiality,
fuck
but I don't
something.
think it's rape.
Okay.
Now, Wes, I'm still only hearing that you just think that bestiality is okay in many circumstances.
If the dog gives consent, yeah, it's fine. See, like this guy says, that's fine with me as long as dogs can give consent. Otherwise, it would just be rape, and I don't condone it. I draw the line at bestiality. See, this guy's with
but that
you.
is bestiality.
Well, I think that if the dog gets on top of you and starts fucking you, that's consent.
Mhm.
Can you
can't
interview
use
the dog
treats.
and ask if the dog like is
If you assume the position and that
So
dog
it's
fucks
okay
you, that's
if
consent.
if you trick the animal into fucking you. That's all right then too.
yeah,
so that's okay too.
exactly. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's probably what she's doing, like in Pornhub.
Okay.
She's like getting stuck in the dryer.
That's perfectly
And just-
fine.
Yeah,
I'm just
she's
waiting.
stuck in the dryer all the time.
This is so I guarantee consent.
All right, Wes.
I think this
stuck in
dog's
the
having the
dryer.
time of his life. That's what I'm saying. We can end
Wes,
it
if
there.
you don't have a VPN already, you need to get one so badly on the path you're about to go down because you don't want
this shit.
you don't want to get put on these
I
lists.
just
You're
think
about
that
to get
dog's
put on.
probably one of the happiest dogs in America.
All right. Wow. I like that.
Didn't know that was going there.
Okay, guys, I wanna yeah. I
Wes
wanna,
Wes has so many dogs.
Yeah, but I don't fucking know them.
Well, I mean, you condone it in some sense. Do you bring over? Do you hire like house strippers and like let your dogs fuck them?
I mean,
Mark
if
just got a dog.
if
a
Joe
Yeah, and I'm giving it to Wes this weekend.
if Joe could somehow express that he wanted that, I would do that for Joe.
you do what?
Get a house stripper and let Joe fuck a stripper. My big
Okay.
guy.
Well, if you do that, then you've proven your
You're
stance.
concerned about the dog's consent first?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what this is all about. The dog consent.
All right, let's move on.
it can't consent. It's a dog.
I'm stuck in the dryer.
You guys don't get it.
We get it. Do you draw a line of dogs or horses and other animals too? If the horse gets hard for the woman,
Not if they consent.
That's perfectly fine too. As long as-
any animal.
any animal, if it's doing the humping,
If
that's
it gets
consent.
hard,
If
and
it's
it
doing the
humps.
humping, that's
Wait,
fine.
but Wes, what if it consents to being humped? Because I'm sure there are animals that
No.
do that.
No.
no,
See,
you
that's-
can't. You can't be gay. No,
You can't.
no, the animals can't be gay.
That's not
It's
gay,
gotta
Mark.
be a hot chick.
Mark, animals have vaginas too, dummy.
Yeah, I know they do. So Will saying whatever.
You're trying
like-
to paint me in a corner and it's just not
You
working.
did, you did a fine job. Don't get defensive.
There's a clear line. I bet you Mama C can help me out on this one. She tends to see my lines.
Yeah.
Now you threw Mama C in it with you.
He's just a compassionate person.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I think
Guys, I wanna-
it ends in fucking animal. That's the clear line.
Getting fucked,
The-
not fucking.
Amazing. Sorry.
Let's change gears. No,
Yeah.
no, it's good. I want to paint a picture for y'all. I want you to imagine that it's the year 2016, and you're a Florida man or a Florida woman. Both Trump and Rodrigo Duterte just got elected president of their respective countries. The Chicago Cubs are looking to break a 108-year drought when it comes to the World Series championship. And you're in your West Palm Beach backyard, crushing a couple cold ones on a hot Florida evening and messing around with your new chainsaw. When,
Okay.
wouldn't you know it, you lose your grip on that sucker while ripping through a cabbage palm. And just like that, you've got 4 less toes.
Whoopsie.
Oh no.
That's, you guys with me? You guys with me riding this scenario with me?
You
Well,
ready
yeah, but
yourself?
2016, it's still late Obama time, unless it's after November.
I just looked up
you think
things that
Hillary
happened in 2016.
You think Hillary's about to be the next president? That's what's happening.
Not really relevant. You can forget everything. The year's 2016. Not to fret.
Yeah.
Not to fret, guys.
What month is it, Pat?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You just cut 4 toes off, but you've been in this situation before. Don't freak out, but you do
What?
need to move expediently. Well, you're a Florida man. And you need to get you and your toes to a medical professional before the thread of your good socks gives way and you really start losing blood.
Mm.
So you tell your partner, you yell at them and tell them it's your lucky day. You get to drive the Challenger because, you lost some toes.
course.
And
Gotta get
and
there
you
quick, yeah.
yell to bring a glass of milk to put the toes in. And then you open up your phone and you locate the closest place that can help. Right.
Wow.
And lucky
Which in
for
Florida,
you.
it's like around the corner, probably. Yeah.
Right. Well, lucky for you, there's an urgent care nearby. So
We got
you
toe
tear
stitches.
ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, urgent care can handle
It's
it.
just a sign
Um,
of toes being off.
Do you
the
think
foot,
Florida has
back
the
on
most-
foot.
The most digits separated of any state? Like
Yes.
fingers and toes?
100%.
Yes.
See Nub City is
And
Google
teeth,
Nub City.
but the loss of teeth rivals like a Canadian town, but they do it for hockey versus. other
That's for
things.
hockey
Yeah,
purposes.
yeah.
Just for lifestyle.
Uh,
Meth.
yeah.
Right.
All right, guys, get focused. You lost 4 toes. You're bleeding. Your lady's driving your V8
Yes.
Hemi. You guys are making a beeline for New Birth Life Medical Center and Urgent Care. Yeah, sure, it's got a weird name, but it's an urgent care, okay? And urgent care can take care of toes. They can get the job done. And
this one specifically for pregnant women, right? Because new birth.
Right, but the word urgent care, if you see it in there, it means they have certain equipments, right, and skills where they can handle anything, and time is of the essence. Well, you got to get to this place.
I'd say this is pretty urgent, yeah.
Right, okay. And when you arrive, you're greeted by the head doctor, Malachi Love Robinson. And you immediately realize that something's off other than just your toes when you see Malachi. And
looks like he's about 9 years old, yeah.
Well, let's meet him. Let's meet the head doctor of New Birth Life and Health Center and see exactly what's going on with this guy.
Malachi Love Robinson is out on bail after an undercover sting Tuesday at what authorities say was a medical practice he set up. He's facing charges of grand theft larceny, check forgery, and practicing without a license. Prosecutors say the practice was run out of this West Palm Beach, Florida medical office building on the same floor as a certified oncologist. The website for his practice, New Birth, New Life, also billed him as doctor and with a PhD.
Since February, Malachi Love Robinson has been facing charges of practicing medicine without a license and was detained by police for posing as an OB/GYN at St. Mary's Medical Center. According to the police report, the unidentified teen, dressed in a St. Mary's lab coat and wearing a stethoscope and face mask, had been seen by doctors and staff for over a month, roaming the halls and entering patients' rooms.
I didn't operate. I didn't reach in someone's uterus. I didn't snatch out a baby. I didn't do any of that.
In his car, police found a second lab coat embroidered with his name. The report says he told police he'd been a doctor for years. What kind of doctor? He didn't say. Love Robinson was surprised to see us in his waiting room, but agreed to an interview. The first thing Love Robinson did was to slowly remove his stethoscope and lab coat, an ensemble that numerous witnesses tell me he wears everywhere.
If you could stop recording, please.
Love Robinson a few minutes later said we could start recording again, and he asked us to come back for a second interview, which we did.
This is the New Birth and Life Medical Center. Brand new, we've just gotten everything done and ready and started. So many physicians, they speak to me, and they're just in awe. And it's not because I'm a great person, not because I'm some miracle from heaven sent. It's just because I have a passion for helping people.
Nice.
Love Robinson says he is not an MD, as his taped-over clinic sign says. That's a mistake, he says, that he didn't authorize.
Yeah, he's got a little piece of tape over his name. So
he's got a lot of good explanations. Yeah.
And okay, so I don't know if you followed that exactly, but our boy Malachi, when he was 17 years old, started posing as, a gynecologist at a hospital, doing the rounds, taking care of business, if you will, checking under the hoods of all the ladies in West Palm Beach. And then he decided to open a clinic.
Hood doctor.
And for some reason, he thought it would be a good idea to put the word urgent care on the end of his clinic, which I don't know if guys showed up there toeless or not, but definitely some mistakes were made.
He's a legend. He's a Florida man legend.
He's a fucking legend. So,
isn't his picture with him doing this with the stuff?
Yeah, he's the meme.
That's a meme.
He's been caught. Yeah, he's been caught in real time, and then now I think he's been sentenced, right? And so,
that picture right there has been on the internet as a meme for
his Dr. Malachi A. Love. He's like a Florida man meme.
He goes by Dr. Love.
He's a legend.
So this motherfucker had such balls that he set up a clinic at 18 after pulling a catch me if you can at the gynecology wing of St. Mary's Hospital. And last week, Malachi Love Robinson is now 24. Now 24. He was convicted on fraud and grand theft charges and sentenced to 28 more months in prison. Dr. Love had been out of prison just 15 months on those practicing without a license charges. Right. And he started working for a company called United States Freight, or United States of Freight, which is a shipping broker. Mm-hmm. And apparently he was having people pay him directly. So he'd dial up some shipping services and say, "Why don't you just PayPal me?"
Just cut out the middleman. Yeah.
And he got busted. And
cut out the company.
This is a detail.
Well, that's the middleman service, Wes. They don't need the cut. Really, you can just go straight to Dr. Love.
Just pay Dr. Love. Now, this is a detail that was not included in any of the news reports, but I'm really glad that we're following up on Malachi. 7 years later? Dr. Love was first taken into custody. The story we just played for you, for practicing without a license back in 2016, after he gave a physical examination to an undercover female officer. That's what got him popped. How far do you think she let that exam go?
I mean, it depends on how smooth he was, probably. Because I imagine
he's pretty smooth, bro. He's 18 years old. He opened a clinic. You saw him. You saw him.
Yeah, he's smooth. He's definitely checking the hoods, checking under the hoods.
I think he probably got a view of the hood. Yeah. I don't know if he got in there, but I think he probably got a view.
Probable cause he would have had to.
He started as a boob doctor, then he went to vaginas.
That's amazing.
Where's that on consent?
I mean, it's bad. It's bad, but
it's
undercover
absolutely
work?
sexual assault. I was
what Dr. Love was doing.
Oh, this is assault. Yeah.
Well, what if it was reversed? What if it was Dr. Rebecca Love, like the porn star, and she?
What if he was a veterinarian?
She was looking at guys and they were getting boners, and since they got a boner, it meant that it was consent.
Assault.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Boner wouldn't.
I mean, the guys would enjoy it though. You know.
What would it take for you to give a gynecological exam at 17? Imagine that.
Stones, like Wes said. Stones. Guy's ballsy.
He's
Jesus.
But this
Christ.
guy, you just gotta love how much of a fraudster he is. Like, he defrauds everybody. He first was a fake gynecologist, then he opened a fake emergency clinic, like birthing place. And then as soon as he gets out of jail, you can't even let this dude be a cashier.
There's a lot more than that, Will.
Because he'll just take the money directly. He won't even put it in the register.
Yeah,
like he can't do any job.
Yeah. He described himself pretty clearly in that thing when he was like, "It's not like people think, or it's not like I'm like a great guy or like I'm a gift from God, sent from God." He was talking about that because that's how he envisions himself.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dr. Love.
Yeah.
Dr. Love.
Good
yeah.
for him.
He's
set up.
He's
going
to
set up an entire vagina, looking at practice, like the room for himself.
Well, we got to follow him because he's going to be scamming and
rented
scamming. Now he's in the freight business, and he's very smart and he's very ballsy. So his next crime is going to be even better than the next one.
Oh, he'll be out in
Scam
14
City.
months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's like
it's
the
like
Firefest guy, but
yeah.
Right.
And he's going
Can't
to
wait
keep committing them.
See
It's
what
great.
he does next.
I know.
Yeah,
I might
he'll
want
have
to try to
something
get in
else.
on his business a little bit. Not sexual assault, but stealing freight business. That sounds
Right.
great.
Well, it's
Freight
been
conning.
sexual assault
conning?
twice, and then
Big game.
just-
He
and
stole
stealing
about
company money
$80,000
once. Yeah.
from an elderly patient as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's been
that's
sexual
bad.
assault and medical fraud twice, and then
All fraud.
shipping fraud once.
Right. Shipping fraud's such an easy biz to get into. No one knows what's going on with that stuff.
We'll see when he gets back out of jail if he works his way back into a field where he can sexually assault again while he frauds.
Containers, so many containers.
Ooh.
I bet he becomes a lawyer.
Human trafficking shipping.
Right. Cargo ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full of humans.
Now he's got all the skills combined into one.
Take us home, Willie.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one of the segments that usually shows up in the Hive 5 on Friday, but had so many good submissions today, we're going to do it right now. It's the Hive's funniest videos, but this is a special edition called You Don't See That Every Day. Whoa. Hey, you don't see that every day. Pretty common phrase, right? You've heard that before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're hanging out
I've
with
heard
dads, yeah.
You do
Yeah.
see that about some days when people say that.
Right, yeah. But these ones, you guys tell me, Mark. You tell me.
Okay.
And this first one, it was submitted by our very own Hard Factor West right here, of a San Francisco cyclist. And I think they're just a different breed. So you might see this every day in San Francisco, but at other places, I don't think so. Here she is.
I am losing my goddamn mind.
Huh.
Here is an ambulance in the bike lane. There is a business they could park in. They could block the car lane. They could block the non-existent motorcycles park lane. I just passed a van wheel, a van that was in the bike lane, and two other cars.
She can't go around.
I can't bike around the
and I am
ambulance.
not even half a mile away from home on a rainy day. What the
Not much traffic.
What the fuck?
Who does she think she's talking to?
Well, she's talking to an EMS worker, actually.
Get out
In his face.
of the bike lane.
Front. Wow.
Pull in there. Pull in the motorcycle parking. You're killing us. Get out of the bike lane.
There's no way this is real.
And then he just
You're on break or what? Get out.
Does he run her over?
You're not going to deal with this lady.
so he finally he doesn't respond to her.
Well, it's not like if there are any bites except for me.
And now he's turned on the ambulance.
She could have been home by now.
He's
I just
starting-
saved someone's life. I don't need this.
What would you like to bang this lady?
Oh, horrible. Oh.
No one's banging this lady.
Someone's banging her.
No, I didn't see if he went or not.
Her
Okay,
dog's
he does
banging
go.
her, Pat.
She bullied the ambulance into leaving the bike lane, but he leaves. San Francisco Fire Department.
149.
That's not a private island, a private ambulance either. That's
city.
That's
Unbelievable.
That's why
They're
she did
killing
it.
us.
They're killing
They're
us.
killing us.
They're also saving you,
Unbelievable.
you dumb bitch.
Yeah,
killing
I guess
her.
it all comes out in the wash then. Yeah.
Anyways, that was the shot. Here's the chaser. San Francisco Fire Department tweets, thank you for sharing this video, which she tweeted, thinking that she was doing a service to the community. The crews did not say they, quote, were on a break. That was something she made up in her video. They were finishing a medical emergency with a patient care document from a call at that location, which is why they moved to the other side of the street rather than engage with you. Have a safe day.
You cunt.
Also, well, you can call us, but we're not going to come.
If I was that
You're
guy, I
on
would
the
have
list.
driven my car straight into that brick wall at high speeds.
Yeah. You don't see that often or every day, right, guys? Is
San
girl
Francisco.
that maybe in San Francisco. Outside of San Francisco, you don't see that every day.
Could he have put her in the ambulance and like taken her to like a crazy person place?
No,
That
he
was
doesn't have
insane.
that. He should though. That guy has the patience of a saint for not telling her to fuck off. Because if it was me, middle finger would have been up within like.
So she tweeted this?
I don't even
Were
know. It
you
would
able
have
to
been before she got to the front of the car.
Were you able to get a look at her?
She tweeted it. Oh yeah, Pat. I didn't. I think it's protected.
Yeah, her tweets
is
are
what I
private.
saw. So I don't
got
know
her.
who it is. Yeah,
You got her?
it says.
I got her. You're not.
Oh,
You're
nice.
gonna be surprised.
Oh, is she attractive?
I mean, hot enough to
Ruin
get
a
banged
guy's
by a
life.
dog.
Yeah.
Apparently, no.
Ooh.
Dude, she's
I mean,
definitely
like,
getting it from her dog.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's ruining some guy's life for sure.
Yeah.
Now, fellas,
Jeremy, you wouldn't believe what happened, Jeremy.
Well, now you do see that every day, which is sad for her
Yeah.
boyfriend. But
He
now,
sees it every day.
now a man, now guys, something you don't see every day.
What was
a
it, an
man
ambulance in the
feeding
bike
hot
lane?
dogs to at least 18 raccoons in a
Bike
in a
lane.
ruined
Bike
baseball.
lane issue.
You ready? I'm gonna sit in the snow-covered bed.
No.
Holy
Here he is.
smokes!
No way.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my
awesome.
god!
Those are fat raccoons, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Well, you can see
Yes.
why. This guy's feeding them
Yes!
doggies.
Yes!
Bonus dogs.
I'm
So many bonus dogs.
This is so
Wall-to-wall
dangerous.
raccoons.
You ready?
That's the best.
Let's go.
He's got like a tub of hot dogs.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Plastic
This
tub.
is
He's
crazy.
doling them out.
It's not that crazy.
This is crazy.
He knew that-
You
he
know,
knew this was
there's
gonna
gotta be
happen. That's why
30
he's got the tub
raccoons
of-
at least. I don't know where they all come
He claims
I don't know
30
where they all
raccoons.
come from.
Oh my
They
god.
just
Come
appear
from the
every
tub.
time I break out the hot
They
dogs.
all love me.
Yeah, you got names for all of them.
He's got a
Pick up the hot
perfect
dog
camera
tub.
angle framed with
Yeah,
the
I got
raccoons.
Buddy hanging off.
And a name for one of
Yeah.
them. I got
love it.
Buddy
Yeah.
on,
Yeah,
on me.
buddy.
He
That's
loves
awesome.
these raccoons.
Good for
That's
him.
awesome.
So
What
he-
war do you think that guy fought in? He definitely fought in
Korea.
the
A
war.
few. of
Korea or
them.
Nam,
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
the two for sure.
Mhm.
He claims 30 raccoons in the video. I saw 18, but it's a shitload of raccoons either way. Thanks to Hard Factor Evan for that submission. You don't see that every day.
Remember all those raccoons we saw when we went to Roger, who we talked about, PFT's brother, bachelor party in Vancouver? And at night, do you guys see all the raccoons
Yeah.
that were in the backyard? It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
northern
we
places,
fed
it's
them a little bit.
Yeah.
I forget what we gave them, like Cheez-Its or something. We were feeding them.
Yeah.
It was like a mom and her two kids. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they were cute.
And this guy was in a Bruins hat, so maybe it is like tons more raccoons up north. Next one I spotted on Instagram because he's pretty easy to see, guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. The world's new tallest man, 29-year-old Sulemana Abdul Samid of Ghana, who was finally found a hospital close to him that could actually measure him recently at a whopping 9 feet 6 inches tall.
Oh, what a freak!
Yeah.
What a freak!
You don't see that every day, right?
9'6".
Look at
Check
him
his foot
measuring
out.
himself. They don't have a wall big enough to measure him besides this outside of
What's
this
going
one
on with
building.
that foot, man?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to the feet in
Something
a
up with
second.
that foot, bro.
Oh, yeah, there is. We'll get to the feet in a second. Known locally by his nickname Awuche, right? You'd think that's what it means, Mark, but no. Awuche.
Hey, freak!
Awuche actually means, guys, Awuche means let's go in their native language of Hausa. So he's known by his nickname Awuche.
Oh, perfect. Can you clean my roof, freak?
Yeah.
Is he the tallest guy ever?
He's thick.
Well, it's
He's
unofficial
thick for a 9-footer.
You saw how they measured it.
Because Robert
he's
Wadlow,
got gigantism.
that like real famous guy, he was 8'11".
Right. So this guy was, when he got measured for Sure West, he was only 7'4", but he has gigantism. That was several years ago. So now the locals claim that he's at 9'6", and so they need to get some real legit measurers out there again.
He's still growing?
9'6", bro. Still growing.
How old is he? Like 15?
29.
He's going to die soon.
Yeah, he needs surgery. He needs surgery. We'll get to that, guys.
Yeah.
And back to his feet.
On the foot?
Back to his feet. No, not on his feet. He needs surgery on his gigantism so that he doesn't die early, like Mark's saying. Yeah, but on the feet, he has special sandals made from car tires that are nailed together for him by a local handyman, as he had been unable to find shoes that actually fit him. So they cut him shoes out of car tires.
His legs are taller than this dude.
Yeah. He's sitting down. He's the same height as a regular villager. Awuche needs surgery, as I was saying, to help with his gigantism, and they're hoping his newfound celebrity gets him the money. You don't see a 10-foot tall man every day.
You don't, Will. And I don't think he could probably like play basketball, so to speak, because running would probably have his giant heart explode.
He said he used to be able to ball, but not anymore.
But if he was 9'6" and he could move just walking, how could you defend that? Because if his hand's 13 feet in the air, you can't defend that, right? Like,
you can't, but I think he's like, his gigantism probably makes it hard for him to grip a ball, stuff like that.
Sure.
Like,
but if he could just grip it with both hands, 13 feet in the air, like the absolute best dunkers in the NBA that can get up the highest could maybe get within a few inches of the ball, but he could just hold it over his head and then just viciously slam it down.
That's true. Yeah. If he could, maybe post surgery, he'll be able to do that, Mark. Yeah. But he, as you know, he's such a freak that he's like a local celebrity in Ghana. They love him because he's so tall, so tall. You know, tallest ever. Once they get the official measurement. Yeah.
George Marathon is the closest you can get to the sun without your wings falling apart.
7'7".
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And your breath definitely smells like cabbage when you're that size. All right. Jimmy Wet let us know that the Earth may experience a naked eye visible comet passing in 2023 for the first time since the Neanderthals were around 10,000 years ago. The comet is named C2022E3ZTF, and it will pass closest to Earth on February 1st and 2nd of this year. But if you want to get a look for yourself, January 21st at the new moon may be your best bet. You don't see a 10,000-year comet every day.
How many people got clubbed to death 10,000 years ago when the Neanderthals freaked out that happened?
Oh, so many. And hopefully none of the debris of the comet tail hits Earth and causes a apocalyptic event. That would suck. So
that's possible?
I think so. Yeah. Asteroids, comets, they have tails and whatnot. So comets are big ones. Finally, sent in by Down Under Dick, taking it to North Yorkshire, England, the town of Scarborough, 60 miles east of Leeds. All right. MOT. We need to win today. We need a result, lads. And on New Year's Eve in this town of Scarborough, an Arctic walrus named Thor actually shut down the New Year's Eve fireworks and all their parties in the town. But I want to show you guys. Let's take it to the internet to see exactly how it happened, because you don't see this every day, okay? And Pastor Alex tweets, a walrus getting lost, ending up in Scarborough, and then masturbating in public, and then having a sleep, and then Scarborough Council canceling the NYE fireworks display in case it woke him is the denouncement of 2022. And if you don't believe me, or the guy that tweeted that, Pastor Alex, here it is. Here he is, jacking off.
Oh, look at him. He is jerking off.
Go on, kid.
Thor the walrus.
Oh,
like
there
that,
it is.
Big hog.
Yeez, go on, Bob.
Big hog. Fucking his flipper. Fucking the ground in his flipper. Jacking it.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, right there on the dock.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Jacking
for Freya.
1 in a million. New Year's Eve, walrus jerking off. That's a 1 in a billion chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do this weekend, you know?
That's a sign.
You don't see that every day.
Quick, go get close to it. Take a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, you need selfie with
Catch
that.
it.
The best
Not
selfie
that
ever.
close. Yeah.
That's the best video of all time. What Pastor Alex posted there. And fellas,
I'd be starting
what you
rumors
saw.
about walrus, the value of walrus semen.
Oh, because it's through the roof
it's
now.
through the roof.
Do you know how valuable that is?
Everybody wants a walrus dick now because it's huge. If you want to check out the video, and that's what happened, guys. Just as you saw it, the town watched him, Thor, enjoy himself until he tuckered himself out on that post you saw him jacking off against, and then he just fell asleep. Sometime
No
on
fireworks.
Friday, December 30th, he just passed out. And then he wasn't done napping until fireworks New Year's Eve, so they called it off. They're like, "Hey, he's still sleeping. We don't want to disturb this man."
This walrus
Such
is
respect.
literally Will's spirit animal.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he jacks off in public, and he's lost too, Mark. He's an idiot.
Passing out after jerking off in public. That's Will at a bachelor party.
Yeah, it is. So he's also lost, as I was saying. So he's stupid like me as well, Mark. It's the first time a walrus has been spotted in Yorkshire, ever, completely ever. And then it jacked off in their faces. As Wes said, that has to be better luck for 2023 and the people of Scarborough starting it off than regular old fireworks, because you don't see that every day. A walrus jacking off in your face.
That's way cooler.
It's amazing.
Way cooler. Yeah. They hope he moves on soon. But I'd be hoping he stays
Good
if I
point,
was in
yeah.
Scarborough.
Well, they're gonna kill him like Freya if he keeps it up. He's gonna.
Well, he was just looking for any
Keeps
land
jacking off.
possible.
Yeah.
He just saw his first land he saw was like his jerk off spot. He's just like that.
Yeah.
There it is. Gotta go.
I made it.
Yeah, maybe.
That's relatable, man.
Yeah.
That's so relatable. Walrus is maybe more like us than we know. And that's going to do it today. It is wheel time. Wes, tell us
Wheel
who's got
time.
a cup of
All right.
coffee.
Andy Reid's
On
half walrus. We got to change
Thursday.
the song, right?
Yeah. You want me to change it? I think I
right. That
Hang
one
on,
got
let
copyrighted.
It's getting copyrighted and stuff.
Oh shit! Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Running
that was
into
good.
issues with the song, huh?
That's bullshit.
Well,
All right, we'll go
they
drop
apparently
zone today.
ripped- Drop
Drop
zone. There we go.
zone.
Drop
This
zone.
is what they played in the NFL after when they
Someone
went to
dies.
commercial break.
Oh, God. We'll be back right after this. Hopefully he survives. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up next.
Heart-stopping action.
Yeah. We'll have your cup of
Jesus
coffee in the big
Christ.
time. I mean, we're
what they
making
were
fun of
doing,
the
though.
way they handled
Yeah.
it. We're making fun of the way they handled it. We hope
No, I
they
get it.
handled best.
I'm not shaming. I'm not calling you a dog fucker or nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, but it was insensitive what they did.
This episode had some moments, man. You got to ride the
Really
wave.
did. Really did. If you want to celebrate those moments that matter most, listen to the Hive Hour. Sign up for Florida Man Friday as well. The 2 bonus podcasts every week. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. Or you can get Spotify subscriptions, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube membership subscriptions. Wes posts his Half a Pack with Wes podcast, solo podcast there as well. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Pods if you want to hear it read back on Friday's shows, because we'll read whatever you say. They're funny. Store.hardfactor.com for merch. Our merch is the best it's ever been right now. The new comfort tees, they come in every size up to 3X.
You
We
can
have
work out in our merch
performance
now.
tees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. Everything is the best it's ever been. Thank you for listening as always. But most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day.